Tonight we have an update to a story we first brought you a year and a half ago. We met two moms who at that time talked about the challenges of raising children on a minimum wage job.
Paula Toti tells us the women are doing better, and she also shares their thoughts on helping others as we continue our series, Childhood Poverty, Cincinnati's Crisis.
I live paycheck to paycheck, so working minimum wage is very hard.
We met Beth Fuentes.
I just deal with it. Rob Peter to pay Paul every month.
And Jodi Andrews when their biggest financial challenge was getting enough work to pay their bills.
Just this last week, I took $40 out of my water bill that was in disconnect status to buy groceries for the weekend.
These days, both women in South Lebanon are working a lot.
I say one check that I make at the new job is probably 2 months worth at the other one. Yeah.
Beth is actually still working at a local hospital in registration, but she's working more hours and odd hours like nights and weekends. That ups her pay $4 to $5 an hour. It's been a game changer.
So I have more money to go do things like get my daughters a Kings Island pass, which she was really happy about.
Jodi's kids are also seeing a difference. She was working several jobs, but now has one steady job in construction cleaning. The economy has picked up for builders and for her.
The builders that we work for, they're building all around, so that's good.
She has 2 children at home, and her life partner is also getting more work. He's in landscaping.
They're building everywhere, so everybody needs grass and pretty flowers.
You might give the economy part of the credit, but both women deserve credit. Jodi says a few years back she had a mental turning point and decided not to give up. She's still on a journey.
Things could be a lot better.
And do you think they will be? Are you going to keep working toward that?
Yeah, I have goals. I don't want to be stuck right here forever. You know, I have goals. I want my own cleaning business. I want to do like my own I have a couple residentials right now that I do on my own, but I want to do my own construction one day.
What would you tell another person, probably woman, mom, struggling to get from one place to get to the place where you're not paying your bills to you are paying your bills and even getting passes to Kings Island?
They just have to make sure that they set the goals they want. They have to write it down and look at it every day.
But make no mistake, both women say while they are responsible for their finances, more could be done to give families a hand up. First on the list, affordable health care. They make too much money for Medicaid.
If I could get just a little bit of help with Medicaid so I could go to the doctor. You know, I haven't been to the doctor since I had my kids, and my youngest are 9.
Getting a big boost in income wasn't an automatic home run for Beth.
Was it scary for you when your income went up?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
Explain that.
Because I was afraid, okay, so I don't get food stamps, I don't get care source or any other insurance, so now I have to pay for insurance.
Beth also feels when she looks around there's a lack of affordable housing being built. Still, making more money and losing benefits, Beth says she is money ahead of where she was. Also, both women continue to work with Joshua's Place, a faith-based nonprofit that helps them with things like budgeting. They're proud of how far they've come.
I dread Christmas. Every year I dread Christmas.
Was Christmas easier this year?
You know what? I'm glad you asked about that. Christmas was great at my house this year. I didn't have to ask anybody for help, so.
That's huge.
Yeah, we had a Christmas tree, all the decorations, we had a huge meal, everything.
Where do you see yourself a year from now or 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I see, living in somewhere, probably Lebanon, having a nice home, good family, settled.
A year from now, at her job working to get a better car, and Jodi working to fix a truck she got that should help with her business idea.
Step out of the box and look at yourself. I mean, there's a whole lot of happiness out there. You just got to go get it.
And as Local 12 continues to follow these families and others, we want to highlight something that Beth Fuentes just told us in Paula's story. It's referred to as the cliff effect. One of the biggest barriers to elevating a low-income family financially is the cliff effect. As wages increase, benefits from childcare to insurance are phased out or they're lost entirely. Both of the women we met felt the cliff is just too steep. They feel a more gradual transition would both encourage more people to work and help those who do work provide the basics for their families.